It's time now for Peter Channel Bond News on this Monday morning, June 6, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning, June 6, 2016. Back to work, back to school. Here are your news that are top story at 7:30 on the morning time is Los Angeles, where Hillary Clinton is on a cusp of declaring victory as a Democratic nominee after a long and protracted battle with Bernie Sanders. Moscow, Ukraine's intelligence agency SBU had set up Monday that was for the plot attack soccer's European Championship in France by arresting a Frenchman who wanted to cross from Ukraine to the European Union armed to the teeth. FBI journalist David Gilkey, translator, killed in its habit. ISIS has targeted civilians attempting to leave the Milton El City Fallujah. Iraqi forces in Milton attempt to wrest back control of the city, and European non-profit operated in Iraq said. Washington top Republican officials and donors are increasingly worried over the threat Donald Trump's attacking of the Church Mexican heritage could pose on the party's chances in November about the GOP's ability to win Latino votes. An Army Reserve officer and IT analyst for the District of Columbia has been crowned Miss USA 2016 up about a strong defense of women in combat roles in the military. The Muslim-only month of Ramadan is upon us. In Monday has passed during the day throughout Ramadan is one of the 5 core obligations observed by Muslims who are about 3.3 million according to the Pew Research Center. Our attack discovered a terrorist strike targeted officers in Jordan. Its powerful intelligence service kept Monday killing 5 people and raising concerns that the Islamic militants over bloodshed in the Western Allied nation. A referendum on a guaranteed income was rejected by 77% of Swiss voters on Sunday. Supporters of this should include Kim Fabian van Delamy, Gavin and Bessel to celebrate the fact that 23% voted yes. Wild Weber has left at least 3 people dead and others missing on Austria's east coast. Brussels. 3 people were killed and dozens injured when a passenger and a cargo train collided in eastern Belgium, according to local police. While the drama surrounding an Army's death came to an end, just the beginning on Monday, the Hamilton County prosecutors but may ask whether the parents of 3-year-old boy who fell in the pool were really and close to the Cincinnati Zoo would be charged for their conduct at a zoo. Representative Rip Nate Ellen was in North Carolina Congressional District probably debated Raleigh, North Carolina, as Donald Trump makes his first congressional endorsement. Chris Christie moved his Christian in Newport. John Doe's Dane Court person at the seams. Cedar Airport amusement park won't open today after weekend with 7 power lines to the Cedar Point Causeway, according to notice on the park's website in Ohio. Washington issues related to climate change highlights the strong difference between the president. So candidates beginning with whether or not the problem even exists. New York, conservative columnist David French. When I ran for president, he told readers in the National Review. While the weather outside may not have been overcast, the mood in the Foxborough High School gymnasium could have been brighter for the 2016 classes. They celebrated their graduation more than 200 FEH students received their diploma Sunday, greeted by a packed gymnasium full of family, friends, and teachers. Concerns about rain moving into the ceremony inside, but in the sky appeared to show the students' big days that had opened up well after the graduates had a chance to take pictures of their families outside of the post-graduation reverie. Much of the ceremony itself consisted of several short insight speeches followed by the presentation of diplomas. Valedictorian Abigail Spear was planning to study theater at Princeton University, said was a bit of a law school word when he coming up with something inspirational. Mansfield, a gray sky that hung over the Investment Center Sunday after the project kept raining to himself to the Mansfield High. School's 138th Commitment Spirit, which is attended by sidekick Robert Stevens. Franklin, members of the Tri-County Regional Vocational Technical High School's class of 2016 were on fire achievements at the school's 37th annual commencement ceremony on Sunday. One legislature voted in 2013 to boost their state minimum wage from $8 to $11 an hour and pushed investment to the forefront of the living wage movement. Edinburgh, what was formerly one of Edinburgh's most important industrial structures, has been reduced to multiple tiny heaps of brick, steel, and lumber as sold to brick smokestack. Brockton, Massachusetts, a child's been taken to the hospital after falling from a second-floor window of a Brockton of the Enterprise report to the emergency crews responded to the Colonel Boyle Drive. Home at 6:25 p.m. Sunday. Police said the girl was autistic was taken to Boston shows off enough. Injuries not considered life-threatening. Quincy, Massachusetts police say 6 people were injured in a weekend road rage brawl in Quincy. Doll stabilized at a 10 after a shock from weak pre-rolls. Yellow due to speak later Monday. Still falls 1% after a poll show. Leave Kevin Head. Helsinki, the U.S. economy rebound from a weak winter has moved to the Federal Reserve closer to raising rates throughout last month's poor employment report, but given the pause on top Fed officials said on Monday. Beijing, U.S. voice press China and Monday could access steel production as far as global markets reach to the settlement to turn to disputes in the South China Sea, and the two sides opened a high-level dialogue. Days before the referendum, there seemed to be under the back for David Cameron, you pick polls showed the Leafs on head. New York, the potential for higher oil and gas production in the economy helps spur the economic recovery at time about the depth Moody's Investor Service said. Washington. 4 minor earthquakes were reported around the shale reserve basins in Oklahoma in the last 24 hours, the U.S. Geological Survey found. Melbourne. MER Australia Limited said in the bottom, the new joint venture partner for New Zealand Reserve said although he focused on the bulk of the spending parts of the country. Take a look at the stocks now. 31.5 to 17.807.06. SP 528.13 and Nasdaq 4,942.52. There's been a surge of interest in cameras such as the lenses of late, partly because of the equally growing interest in the smartphone cameras. I don't want. NASA has released another fascinating photo of Pluto from the new horizon that fly by last July 2015 this time. The photo was taken while the sun was behind the former planet, given the mysterious effort that's the name Trizone. Sun, an experimental therapy based on the immune system and antibodies helping some people with advanced stomach cancer live long, the new study finds. Chicago, the anti-PD-L1 human therapy atosmab, which previously made headlines, when it approved for second-line use of bladder cancer, appears to be effective in patients with a previously untreated advanced disease. Paris French drug giant Sanofi and U.S. partner Regeneron Pharmaceuticals in a 1-year phase trial 3 study shows that if treatment combined in their drug deal with topical corticosteroids significantly improved. Mosquito has been an annoying part of the summer, but senators seem a little larger than the best lot of when the world faces the latest health threat from the mosquito-borne Zika virus. You may be tempted to cancel a summer trip to Mexico. Alright, take a look at New England alerts. 4 people are dead in a 5-alarm fire on 198 Wilson Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Numerous victims were removed from the building. And on 93 northbound Boston, prior to the tunnel, what about the left 2 lanes taken? Peter Chaldusan, 7:38 on this Monday morning. It's down now for a spot support. The Boston Red Sox fall to the Toronto Blue Jays 5-4. In game number 2 of the NBA Finals now, Colts Warriors 7. 2 games that lead to the best of 7 series. Won a 110-77 Walton and the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, game number 4, the San Jose Sharks looking even the series against the Pittsburgh Penguins. In game number 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, game time 8 o'clock. If the Cleveland Cavaliers strategy was let Draymond Green try to beat them, Green went up them. Novak Djokovic. Cleveland had an out-of-body experience before the country French Open final victory Sunday. Djokovic came out with a set to defeat Andy Murray 3-6, 6-1, 6-2, 6-4 in his first win at the World Chorus title and subsequently. And St. Louis Cardinals first baseman Mark Carpenter probably headed to second base. Peter Chaldusan, 7:38 on this Monday morning, and it's time now for Trevor reporting this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school. Let's start out down in Rhode Island. We're at 95 on the southbound side. It sold for protected all at the downtown Providence. 146 at the southbound side, sold for 15 to Route 95. 195 on the westbound side, sold from 114A in East Providence at the downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, it sold from Warwick all the way at the downtown Providence. 295 on the northbound side, sold from 37 at Crystal all the way at the Justin. Route 95 on the northbound side, sold for the Coventry stretch. Route 4 on the northbound side, sold around Route 95. Route 4 on the southbound side, sold from North Kingstown. 146 on the southbound side, it sold for the North Smithfield Lincoln stretch. Out in the Cape. Route 6 on somewhere on all the lanes. Trains from Borden Family except a little slow spot on Route 20 and the northbound side, line the Borden Rotary. Down in southeastern Massachusetts, 95 on the northbound side, so 295 in Albert, all the way to Route 120 in Canton. 24 on the northbound side, so from 140 to Route 44 to Taunton Radio, searching the difference again from 495 in Bridgewater all the way to 106 in West Bridgewater. Then it breaks again from 24 in Sutton, from 139 in Sutton all the way to Route 120 in Canton. Route 29 in North Bantan, 228 in Rockland all the way to the Braintree Split. 485 in North Bantan, Little Slovan, Route 85 in Milford. Head to the US Bank to get around the Mass Pike in Westboro. Mass Pike in the East Bantan, and it's from 485 in Westboro all the way to Framingham in the Atlantic and Mass Pike in the East Bantan. Also from Western all the way to Newton and the Mexican and the Austin Bar Tolls. 128 on the south bad side, it did so from Braintree Split all the way at the Route 37. 120 to the north bad side, so from Braintree all the way out to Route 20 Waltham. Route 120 to the south bad side, so from Peabody all the way out to Route 2 Lexington. Southeast Expressway to the north bad side, so from Braintree all the way to Dorchester. Route 2 to the west bad side, it did so from the Lexington stretch. Route 2 to the east bad side, it did so from Route 68 Belmont all the way to First Parkway, Cambridge. 93 is south bad side, it is so from 260 minutes to it all the way to the Zachem Bridge. 233 to the north bad side, it is so around the long stretch about 485. Route 3 to the south bad side, it is so from Tingsboro all the way to Route 120 Captain. 290 on the east bad side, it is so from Auburn all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. Route 146 to the north bad side, it's so around 290 in Worcester. 485 on the north bad side, it is so from Route 2 in Littleton all the way to Westford. 298 in these bad side, so from Shrewsbury all the way to Marlborough or at Route 485. And 485 on both ends also at Route 3 Low. 495 on the south bad side also from Mayville all the way to the 93 in Lawrence. Up in Northern New England, Vermont. Highways are looking good, but 101 on the westbound side also at Route 93 in Manchester. 93 is southbound side, so after Route 101 in Manchester, New Hampshire. And highways and byways Maine are looking good. At New York State vicinity, I-87 at the southbound side, also at Route 787 in Albany. At in Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, it did so from Winslow to I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, so from Route 9 in Middletown to I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-84 to the eastbound side, so from New Britain all the way up to I-91 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-84 to the westbound side, it did so from Todd all the way up to I-91. I-84 to the westbound side, it also on the eastbound side of one on the Waterbury stretch, I-84 to the westbound side of the Newtown and Denbury Route 7. 95 on the southbound side also on the westerly stretch just before the Connecticut border. Merritt Parkway to southbound side, so Bridgeport to Stamford. 95 on the southbound side, so Bridgeport all the way at the New York State border. 95 on the southbound side also on Bedford. 95 on the southbound side also on I-91 New Haven. 91 on the southbound side, so on Route 95. And in New York City, Long Island Expressway is backed up from Shirley all the way at the New York City. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, 678, 95. All backed up. 95 is backed up from Bronx to the George Washington Bridge. Lincoln and George Washington Bridges are stop and go. 278 on eastbound side from Staten Island to Brooklyn. Grand Central Parkway, so from JFK Airport to the LaGuardia Airport. And New Jersey Turnpike, slow go around 278. And the Jersey Turnpike is a slow go for Cherry Hill. Carter State Parkway, it's a little slow around Route 195 in Perth Amboy. 95 on the southbound side of Wilson, Wilmington, Delaware. Alright. Okay, take a look at MBT alerts. Orange line experience minor laser to disabled train at Welton outbound. Still on S4 experience minor laser disabled bus. On a Kirby Rail, Worcester train 508, 78 inbound is operated 10:50 minutes beyond schedule between Worcester and South Station due to debris on the tracks. Worcester train 50663 inbound part of Worcester Station is operated 25 minutes beyond schedule due to a neuromechanical issue. And on the ferry day, Lincoln Gate. Peter Chell Dusam, now 744, time to fall. Weather report, and this is the latest on Colin. Troublesome Colin, 25.2 to the north, 87.4 to the west. Max today wind 50 miles an hour. Movement north-northeast at 4 miles an hour as a 5 a.m. advisory. Hurricane under aircraft flight to the call this stronger. And a tropical storm waters is effect for Indian Pass at Eggwood, outbound south to Sebastian Inlet. Tropical storm watches effect for north of outbound south to the South Seti River. A tropical storm water means that tropical storm conditions are. We expect the summer winter to water there, in this case within 24 hours. A tropical watch means that tropical storm. Conditions of possible within the watch area into the case within 36 48 hours. Interest elsewhere along the southeast coast of the United States should monitor the progress of called additional waters and watches may be recovered part of this area later this morning. For storm preparation, specific area included possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by our local National Weather Service forecast office. At 4 a.m. Central Time, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, the center of tropical storm Colin was located to latitude 25.2 to the north, longitude 87.4 to the west. Colin is moving toward the north-northwest, east near 14 miles an hour, turning toward the northeast with increase in forward speed expected to turn today. And rapid northeast where most of the expected to die to Tuesday. On this track, the center of Colin is forecast to be approaching the coast of the Florida Big Bend area this afternoon. Need move across ports of the Florida southeast of Georgia early Tuesday morning, noon, the southeast coast of the United States. Later on Tuesday, reports of Air Force Reserve Hurricane under aircraft indicate that maximum sustained winds have increased to 50 miles an hour wind power gusts. Some additional slow straight winds possible during the next 4 hours. Tropical storm force winds extended wind up to 185 miles, mainly to the east of the center. Estimated luminous temperature 1,004 millibars, 3.65 inches. Rainfall column expected to produce rainfall amounts of 4 to 5 inches, with a maximum totals of 8 inches possible across the northeast Yucatan Peninsula, western Cuba, and western Norman. Farthest southeast of Georgia coastal areas, the Carolina spot Tuesday. Storm surge, a combination of storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas from near the coast may be flooded by rising waters. That water could be reaching in the fall nights and about the ground and the peak surge occurs. At the time of high tide, Indian Pass and Tampa Bay 1 to 3 feet with slightly higher about possible in a few locations. Tampa Bay south to Florida Bay 1 to 2 feet. Localized coastal flood and danger surface possible along the Florida, Kingston, Georgia coast with a tropical storm warning area as well as in the tropical storm watch areas along the Georgia and South Carolina coast. The deepest water will be occur along the Maine coast. Surge related flooding depends on the relative time of the surge in the tidal cycle, but it can vary greatly over the short distances far. Information specific area, please see product station by a local National Weather Service, a forecast office. Wind tropical conditions are expected through the first week to the Gulf Coast within the warning area this afternoon and the Atlantic coast within the warning area by early Tuesday. Tropical storm conditions are possible along the Atlantic coast within the watch area on Tuesday, and a few tornadoes are possible today and tonight across portions of Florida and South Southern Georgia. And this is the latest radar on Florida. It shows a line of rain showers and storms from the Florida Panhandle stretching all the way in for the Florida eastern Gulf Coast from Tallahassee down to Tampa, west of Fort Myers and down into western northwest tip of Cuba. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, Petrobug before 8 a.m. was most of the is about 85 degrees, west about 90 miles an hour. Tonight, Petrobug after 4 a.m. was increased comes about 61 degrees, southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour. Tuesday, check the showers, thunderstorms possible to 5 p.m. Petrobug before 8 a.m. was parts of the sky about 83 degrees, southwest about 7 to 11 miles and gusts is 28 miles an hour. Chance space is 30%. So that slight temperature showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m. Then a slight temperature showers between 11 p.m. and midnight. Forecast got about 57 degrees, southwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Chance space is 20%. Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms possible to 2 p.m. Some storms produce small hill. Size skies about 73 degrees and west about 9 to 11 miles. Gusts at 21 miles an hour. Chance space is 10%. Wednesday, a temperature showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Then a slight temperature showers between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Most skies about 50 degrees and chance space is 30%. Thursday, parts of the podcast cover about 68, about 30 degrees. Friday, most of the podcast cover about 70, about 31 degrees. Saturday, parts of the cover about 71 degrees. Saturday night, check the showers. Most podcast cover about 54 degrees, just page 30%. And for Sunday, check the showers. Parts of the cover about 70 degrees, just page 30%. Currently, not near it's fair skies, and it's 69 degrees. We give it the day 1%, 21 above Celsius. So that's going to be for the Peter Gentle morning news on this Monday morning, June 6th, 2016. I appreciate you. Have a good morning and a good positive day. Have a good day.